When we lived there at Evergreen, we only had two really big hassles. One was money. That is, two big hassles after the housing worked out. That was the first big hassle. But after that, it was okay. Still had the problem of money and the problem of getting that darn degree finished up at Greeley, that doctorate. The money thing I tackled by taking part-time work. One summer I drove down to Denver to the Westland parking area, the Westland shopping area, and worked at nights in the credit office for Sears. Mostly you're checking on people's credit and writing letters, and form letters, but you know, doing the thing so that they got the word that this is how it is. Didn't particularly like that kind of work. The only saving grace of that whole experience was that the people I worked with were pleasant and appreciated the help. And then one night driving up the canyon, somebody hit a real nice buck deer, and I got out and pulled it off the road. Went home and called the Fish and Game, because the word that we all understood was, in a case like that, the Fish and Game would go out and take care of that animal and then give it to an orphanage or something where they could have the meat. Next night it was still laying there, so I don't know why. Makes you understand why some people see that. They'll cut the throat, drain the blood, take it home, have a little bootlegged meat. Another summer, saw an ad, answered it, became the yard man. I married a Williams, and this was from a Mr. Williams that had one of those nice places on Upper Bear. I enjoyed that. Always have enjoyed pretty lawns and nice flowers. And Mr. Williams, boy, he had us put in a lot of really nice bedding plants that some of them were already blooming, and in short order all of them were blooming, and it was a beautiful thing to go over and water them and take care of them and see them and enjoy the nice stream that ran behind. And I don't know, he had other little projects, kept us pretty busy for an hour or two. I can't remember how often, a couple times a week, I think. Had some good help too. I think everybody but the baby at one time or another would go over with me, and you know, if you can have a great-granddaughter at 3 help you by bringing the right plants to you when you're planting, you can bet those older kids are real help in doing that gardening. So I enjoyed that. First class. One other summer through the recreation district, I got to be a playground supervisor and had little guys to teach baseball to. Cute, cute kids. If I remember right, one of the painter youngsters was in on that, along with a lot of other cute, nice kids. On that Ed doctorate thing, it's a wonder that there weren't rumors all over about those Riggses must be having marital problems. He spends an awful lot of time down at his office at night. But man, with houses that aren't very big, and you're trying to write and rewrite, it's not easy. So I would go down lots of times and work in my office. And there was a second benefit there. There were some emergency lights that were on, not really a lit up gym, but it was lit up enough that sometimes if the trampoline was up and I was really getting frustrated, I'd go in and bounce a while on the trampoline. Other times I could find the basket and a basketball, and I'd go in and the frustration wear it off by shooting a few baskets. I even worked at shooting with my left hand, which I never did do when I was actually a player. That Ed doctorate probably wasn't worth it in the long run, but when you set a goal, you got my disposition, it's pretty hard to do anything except go after the goal. As I say, about the only two things that during that time at Evergreen that were, you might say, like thorns in our side, was the money thing and working on the doctorate.